Guys, there's a big drama going on here in China around ONVO, and it is big drama, man. And you guys got to know about it. But first, I got some really cool concept renders of Nio's ET5, but like track version ET5. Someone made this. I think they look too good to not share with you guys. Absolutely fantastic. But of course, ONVO. What's going on with ONVO drama? So, in all aspects, the ONVO L60 is a fantastic car. Energy efficiency better than the Model Y, and even during actual testing, the actual testing metrics, stats really live up to what ONVO has been hyping. All right, so they do really perform well in terms of energy efficiency, etc. But one thing came under scrutiny and has been trending here in China, and that is the fact that ONVO is reportedly able to do automatic emergency braking at up to 120 kilometers per hour at nighttime. So when they did the launch event, of course, they advertised this. They said it could do 100 kilometers per hour nighttime AEB. And in actual testing, they got up to 120 kilometers per hour nighttime AEB. Very impressive, even at like 80 or 60 kilometers per hour. Very, very impressive. So a content creator here in China took that to the test. All right, he had 900K subs here in China. So he's a very big content creator, and he took an ONVO 60 nighttime. He had a dummy car in front, and he did tests going up from like 30, 50, 60, 70, all the way up to 100 and 120 kilometers per hour at nighttime AEB. The video has since been taken down, but I do have snippets. But let's just say that from his conclusion, ONVO did not live up to the, I guess, the targets, the level that it was advertised. However, it was exposed that he was faking it, aka when he's driving towards the dummy car, and apparently it seemed like he was pressing the throttle, intentionally accelerating the car into the dummy car. And people were saying online that perhaps he got paid by competitors to make ONVO look bad. The worst part of this was that a lot of competitors like Zeekr and all that kind of stuff were sending this video to customers, causing some customers to panic, refund, etc. And of course, that was never that content creator's original intention, right? And he has taken it down. His explanation was the fact that it was because of momentum, right? When the AEB was triggered, there was momentum sending his body forward, and that it looked like his foot also moved forward. And he said his foot didn't press the throttle, but of course, the video footage, you can judge yourself. Did his foot press the throttle? So a lot of pro Nio content creators came out and exposed this guy. And this guy, he maintained the fact that it was an objective test. He didn't press the throttle. It was because of momentum. The reason he took it down was because that video was being used maliciously by other automakers and other sales reps to make ONVO look bad, which was not his original intent. Okay? But of course, this got a lot of drama here in China. A lot of Nio owners were like, what the hell is going on? Like, did he really make it that obvious that he pressed the throttle? Now, I'm not too sure if he did actually press the throttle. It does look like, in my opinion, that he did press the throttle. And as AEB was activating, he pressed the throttle and made the car crash. So his conclusion from his original video was that AEB failed once at 50 kilometers per hour nighttime, but then at 60, 70, it worked at nighttime. And then at 80 kilometers per hour, it did not work. And he tried it 2 times and it did not work. And this is where, I think even at 60, 70 kilometers per hour AEB, that's still fantastic performance. All right. But of course, he could have been faking it and pressing the throttle and making the car look bad. Now, his explanation for not faking it was also that the fact that the speed didn't increase right? If he pressed the throttle, the speed should have increased, but I think maybe he pressed the throttle and perhaps that slowed down the deceleration, all right? So it wasn't braking as hard, it was just braking less, perhaps. You wouldn't really see it speed up, like it would just be braking less. So that's my viewpoint. So of course he has taken that video down, but it has, you know, some repercussions. Of course, lots of Zeekr sales reps, Tesla sales reps sharing this video with their customers that are considering ONVO did some serious damage. But of course, yeah, most people explain that this was fake. So that's the thing. I'm gonna go on and just here and say that it's fake. All right. Now, of course, there's also some other drama. A lot of people have been complaining that the ONVO, first of all, there aren't that many swap stations that can do battery swaps for ONVO. That is a temporary situation, right? Gen 4 swap stations, there aren't that many. There's only like a couple here in Beijing. And then some of them don't even have ONVO swap batteries. Well, most of them do have ONVO batteries. And then it's taking some time for Gen 3 battery swap stations to get modified. So you do have a situation right now where not a whole lot of swap stations are available at the moment, but very soon there's going to be a whole lot of swap stations available for ONVO. So I guess that's a very temporary issue. But the more prominent issue that has been brought up recently was charging speed. And you know, when they launched this car, they just advertised like 20 minutes to charge from 20% to 80%, right? And they didn't really specify, you know, how fast of charging this was. They didn't really put much emphasis on this. It wasn't like, oh, this is like a 4C charging or 5C charging. And with the car being 800 volts, well, 900 volts to be exact, you do kind of expect it to be able to be a lot more energy efficient and charge a lot faster. But when people actually charged the car, what they sort of found out was the fact that some of the older chargers, the ONVO vehicle likes newer chargers. So with some of the older fast chargers, you don't really get a lot of speed up, all right? And then also the fact that in a lot of these content creator testing videos, what ends up happening is they go to a charger that's very busy. Like the current has to be shared with other cars. So then you have this situation where it kind of charges not so fast, all right? And it gives kind of the illusion that perhaps this car charges slower. So I think what we should do is maybe I should get an ONVO, right? And I'll go to one of the fastest Nio chargers available here in Beijing, all right? And then try that out with you guys, record a video, show you guys what the actual performance is at an actual Nio charger without people nearby stealing electricity, all right? So maybe I'll do that. But right now it seems like charging speed is kind of being, you know, I guess maliciously hit at, all right, by competitors saying that this car charges slow. So I can't draw that conclusion. I still maintain the fact that I think that car definitely charges faster than current Nios for sure. And I still believe, you know, you got battery swap, right? 3 minutes. So who cares about, you know, if it's going to take 30 minutes or 40 minutes instead of 20 minutes? You know, you got battery swap. So at the end of the day, these are all just little drama things, little things that the competitors are trying to use to make ONVO customers less confident about their purchase. So, you know, it's a dirty business, right? Everybody's trash talking everybody. And what's really funny is at some other automakers, they got like a whole list of like shit talking points about every single car out there, especially like Li Auto, right? When you go to their store, the sales reps, they got something bad to say about every single car. I mean, that's just their how aggressive their sales are. All right, it's not, you know, it's dirty, but it works. It works. They get sales. They get deliveries. So, I mean, They're playing dirty, and hopefully ONVO can hit back. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.